what does it mean to build a nation from the ruins of colonialism? Jawaharlal Nehru, in his wisdom, not only asked this particular question, but he also answered it by embarking on its journey. As 14 November is celebrated as the birth anniversary of Jawaharlal Nehru, so I thought it is appropriate time to talk about his contributions in the freedom struggle as well as his luminous legacy as the Prime Minister of India. Talking about his contributions in the freedom struggle, in 1916, he became part of Annie Besant's Home Rule League. Subsequently, in 1920, he participated in the non-cooperation movement. Thereafter, he presided the Indian National Congress session at Lahore in 1929. There, the famous Purna Swaraj resolution was adopted. Then, he participated the Sal Satyagraha or civil disobedience movement in 1930. So, that was his contribution in the freedom struggle. Talking about his contribution as the Prime Minister of independent India. So, Nehru was a statesman. He was a pragmatic politician. He established the institutions like IITs, IIMs and AIIMS. He also laid foundation for the Atomic Energy Commission. He also established an organization precursor to the ISRO. So apart from his contributions in the establishment of these institutions, these lofty institutions, but apart from this, he was advocate of democratic socialism. He believed in the planned economic development. So that's why he introduced the 5-year planning. So under his regime, even the State Reorganization Commission was constituted. So it's quite easy to demean Nehru, and it's quite easy to belittle his contributions because he was leading the nation in the tumultuous times. The country has seen partition, and he also laid foundation, and he took the task of integrating the princely states. So whatever the map today we are witnessing, that's because of Nehru's efforts and his committed leadership. So talking about Nehru's scientific temper, he believed that instead of temples, we need to focus on constructing steel plants and the temples of learning, that is educational institutions. So that was the kind of scientific temper he had. That was the kind of vision Nehru had. He also signed the Panchsheel with the China. So the Panchsheel is basically, it talked about the peaceful coexistence. So still today, it is serving as a compass in our foreign policy. Nehru also led the non-alignment movement because that was the time many third world countries, they got freed from the colonialism. So he had set up the platform in the form of NAM, non-alignment movement, because the world was divided into two power blocks, USSR and the another block led by USA. So there was a bipolar division. So that's why non-alignment movement was set up by the Nehru with that vision. So the country was facing humongous challenges like poverty and rampant inequality and rigid caste discrimination and gender divide was there. So that was the time when Nehru was leading this country. It's time to carry forward his legacy and to carry forward his scientific temper